River Arena, site of ArenaBowl 29. There, Kevin Guy, head coach for Arizona, his star quarterback, Nick Davila. A moment ago, Clint Dawsdale getting the Philadelphia Soul ready.
Hey, nothing I can tell y'all right now is going to win or lose that football game out there. But I want you to think about something. Think about all the off-season work you put in. Think about the 20 weeks of practice we had, all the sprints. It got you to this point. It all did. Every bit of the work you put in, every single sprint, every single weight you lifted in the off-season, during the season, got you to this point. Stay in the moment.
Yep.
Okay? Say that all night long. Stay in the moment. Don't get too high and don't get too low. Hey, love you guys. Can't wait to watch y'all. Can't wait to watch y'all.
Hot outside in the desert, but ArenaBowl 29 is going indoors. Gila River Arena, site of ArenaBowl 29 on ESPN, and the two best teams are here. Philadelphia won the American Conference, Arizona wins the National Conference. And here's how they got here. American Conference Championship game, Philadelphia won on the final play of the game, and Arizona rolled in the National Conference title game. Hello to everyone, Ari Wolf with you for ArenaBowl 29, and we're pitting this, the Dynasty versus Redemption. The Dynasty is Arizona. They have won 3 of the last 4 ArenaBowl titles. They own a total of 5 titles. With a win in this ArenaBowl, they would have 6 titles, the most in arena football history. For Philadelphia, it's really about redemption. This is their 3rd appearance in the ArenaBowl in the last 5 years. The first 2 times they faced the same Arizona Rattlers, and it didn't go so well. Arizona gets a win, so a chance for redemption for Philadelphia. Now I bring in my Hall of Fame partner, Sid Bonner, and Sid, you played in 5 ArenaBowls. What's going through the minds of these players just moments before the kick?
I think just trying to keep the emotions in check, Ari. You know, anytime you get in a big game, mistakes are going to be huge. You got to try to maintain your poise, take care of everything you learned all week, and try to come out and have the game of your life.
2 terrific teams, and they're complete teams. This is a league that's known for offense. Both these teams have sound defenses, but it's going to come down to quarterback play. Nick Davila for Arizona, Dan Rattlers for Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's definitely coming down to those 2 guys, but these 2 teams have won on defense all year, and Arizona's relentless pressure up front has created havoc for a lot of offensive teams that haven't been able to handle it. These guys get after you, play in and play out, and then you get the ball to the offense, and Nick Davila, the 2016 AFL MVP, has been outstanding again. He is consistent when it counts most.
For Philadelphia, it's 3 years removed. This is a different team.
Because of their defense, Jake Metz getting in there, Bo Bell getting back there. These guys are getting after the quarterback. They've got 3 great defensive backs, but Dan Rattlers will be the leader of this team. They go as Dan Rattlers goes.
Back-to-back arena football MVPs going toe-to-toe. Nick Davila getting final instructions. Dan Rattlers' like, do not go anywhere. We're coming back with the opening kick, the Soul and the Rattlers, ArenaBowl 29 on ESPN.
Down to who's the most physical team, who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. All right, we got to attack the ball on defense. Takeaways, fellas. Offense, we got to take care of it. Dominate your opponent. Dominate your matchup tonight. Win on special teams. Be the more physical team. Make their asses submit to you. Make them submit. Okay? Take their heart right out of their chest. 60 minutes of football. Let's go, baby. Round of football. Okay.
Never a lack of intensity from Arizona head coach Kevin Guy, and he has been here before. 3 titles as the head coach and general manager. And now let's set it down to the field to Tina Cervasio.
All right, Ari, thank you. I am running after Philadelphia starting quarterback Dan Rattlers. And Dan, you are no stranger to playing the Arizona Rattlers in ArenaBowl, playing them in 2012 and 2013. What is different about you tonight in this game?
You know, I'm a little older, a little wiser, played a lot more football since then, but they're a great team. We're going to have our hands full. We're going to have to play a good soul football game, and we're excited.
Dan, all year, the Soul has found success when you guys get out to a fast start. How do you have to get out to that kind of a start tonight?
You know, getting a rhythm early, play off each other offensively and defensively, and then special teams need to be special. But take care of the ball and punch it in.
Dan, good luck. Thank you. Now let's send it over to Arena Football Hall of Famer Randy Gatewood with Arizona starting quarterback Nick Duvall.
Nick, back in a familiar spot, the 5th championship game in 6 years. What makes tonight and this championship game different than the rest?
You know, because we did it together, and the most important one is the next one. As a competitor, you want to get back to this game, and that's what we're trying to do.
You've had a spectacular record at home. However, tonight, this is not the snake pit. Will this affect you and your teammates tonight?
At the end of the day, whether you're playing in the backyard or with your brothers or cousins, it don't matter. College is football. You got to strap it up, put your mouthpiece on, and play ball.
Sounds good. Thanks, Nick. Ari?
Thank you to both starting quarterbacks. Here are the rules of the game. Running clock until the final minute of each half. You see the field dimensions. No punting, no outside stunting or twisting is allowed. The ball at the rebound net is live, and one wide receiver may be in forward motion prior to the snap. Arizona won the toss. They deferred to get the ball at the start of the third quarter, so Philadelphia will get it first. Now, you always think that you want the ball at the start of the third, but for Philadelphia, they play better from ahead. As we see Kevin Guy's record in 8 seasons with Arizona, he has been the man. He has turned this program back to the heights that they had during the 90s and during the early 2000s. So it is rocking in here. Championship football, Arena Bowl 29 is underway. And it'll be a touchback. Philadelphia starts out Dan Rodabaugh in his 7th season. Played his college ball at Miami of Ohio, was a 4-year starter there. The 2015 AFL MVP, coming off a terrific year, 2nd team All-Arena. 101 touchdown passes, 13 interceptions, and a career best quarterback rating of 125. What has changed in his game that gives you the belief that he can lead Philly to victory?
I think being able to get over mistakes that he's made early has helped him. He's been able to get over mistakes and continue to play. Hasn't played his best football in the playoffs. However, they've been able to continue moving on. In the past, those things have cost them. They haven't been able to move on.
And one wrinkle that's different than 2012 and 2013 is the man in motion, Darius Reynolds. He is a true #1 receiver. As Philly starts on the ground, no place to go for Jeremy Richardson. And let's take a look at impact players set.
As you mentioned,
And let's take a look at impact players set.
As you mentioned, the aforementioned Darius Reynolds, 112 catches on the season, over 1,400 yards, 38 TDs. He is a physical receiver that is tough to bring down after the catch. And Tyree Glasper, the wily veteran, hasn't had his best season, but he's been coming on in the playoffs, playing with a new nose guard. He has brought his best football, played his best football in the playoffs.
2nd and 10 for the Soul. 2nd leading scoring team in the AFL during the regular season. Rodabaugh the throw, and McDaniel no place to go. Ryan McDaniel just activated this week, and he's an important guy, especially for Philadelphia in the red zone. He gives them a bigger target as we have a player down for Arizona, and it's Damian Burrell, and he is an outstanding defensive end, just 23 years of age. So the Arizona training staff will take a look at Burrell. But Burrell is a difference maker.
He really is, and had an outstanding season. 6 sacks, but I think he's going to get cut from Jeremy Richardson on the backside right there, and he gets caught with the leg in the ground. Nothing dirty about that. He's trying to keep the hands down. And ooh, not a good start.
Not a good start for Arizona, no. Burrell, and he brings so much energy, plays with great power. Clint Dozell compared him to Joe Sykes, who last year showed that he was the best defensive end in the league. They're different styles. But Burrell right now being attended to. And a nice bit of sportsmanship as Chris Duvall from Philadelphia stepped over to check in. Because the AFL really is different than the National Football League in the sense that it's more of a family.
Absolutely.
And they're the #1 fans in all of the AFL. John and Michelle Staples. And we're going to take a break as they attend to Burrell. Just underway, Arena Bowl 29. Welcome back. 13:44 to go first quarter. Good news, Damian Burrell for Arizona was able to walk off the field on his own. They've got a solid backup at defensive end. 93, Luis Vasquez comes in And this guy can bring it.
He can bring it. He's got 4 sacks on the season and missed a ton of games. But he is a veteran, understands, played for San Jose last year along with Burrell, teammates there. But this guy's a veteran, and you want to talk about a get-off, he will get off the football.
3rd and 10. Rodaba from his own end zone down the field, and it is caught. And a late hit after the play. Sean Kalinamoku makes the catch, 29-year-old who played his college ball at Western Oregon.
You're going to get K.J. Morton being a little too physical. The ball was caught and slammed. Watch the corner out. Good throw on time. Puts it right in there. Way to stand in there. And then right there he's down by contact. And then the extra hit.
That's just a rookie. He's just too amped up. It's what you talked about, right?
You've got to contain your emotions. And don't help somebody. He'd already picked the first down up. Don't give him more yardage to get down inside the red zone.
Now, Kalinamoku, who made that catch, did not play in either of the Arena Bowl losses in 2012-2013. He brings a different dimension to the passing game as well, along with Darius Reynolds.
He does, Ari, and it's that speed that he brings. Down the field, stretching the defense, forcing them to show their hand.
1st and 10, Philadelphia. Rodaba going to the end zone for Reynolds. He's got it. Touchdown, Soul. A flag is down on the far side of the field. 16-yard touchdown.
So you're going to get the motion right here. He's going to come down from right here and juke and run a cross route. Watch Darius slow play it, inside burst, and then up the field, knowing that the inside player was going to cover him, left him at a disadvantage, and what a beautiful throw by Dan Rodaba.
Beautiful throw and a great catch. And Reynolds had the game winner versus Jacksonville in the conference title game with 4 seconds to go in the game. Darius Reynolds, 27 years old, played his college ball at Iowa State. And while Philadelphia has had very good receivers, and Tiger Jones, when he was with Philly, he's probably going to end up in the Hall of Fame. He's a different kind of #1 receiver because of his strength and the rest of his skill set.
The physicality that he plays with after the catch, and the concentration when the ball's in there. You see the one-hand catch, he just makes it look easy. I mean, really never touched it with his left hand. He brings a total different dynamic. He is a monster, a physical. Philadelphia has been, in past, blamed or accused of having, should I say, soft receivers? That when you get against a team that's going to get in your face, you could lock them down. You cannot do that with this young man. They haven't been physical at the receiver spot since Boogie left, Larry Brackens. This guy brings that. Ryan McDaniels brings that as well.
So let's go back to the American Conference Championship game. Philadelphia is down, seconds remaining, and Darius Reynolds, a one-handed catch. It was the top play on SportsCenter's top 10 as that play got Philadelphia sold to this Arena Bowl.
Tell you what, the concentration, and we've seen the guy take some punishment. We've seen him take some big hits.
And dish out some punishment.
Right. When he carries the ball, when he catches little quick screens, carries the ball like a tailback. It's fun to watch.
Freebert misses the net. So that's going to give Arizona great field position. And out trots the top offense in the Arena Football League, the only offense to score over 1,000 points this season, almost 67 points per game. And there are Nick Davila's numbers in the postseason. He's been virtually perfect. And when he plays in Arena Bowls, he seems to play his best. Moments, he's always cool.
He really is, and I think that's just a compliment to Coach Guy and the relationship that they have, that they can rely on each other. He can rely on that big offensive line to stand in there and do their job. But this guy is magnificent. I mean, you run out of superlatives for the things that he's been able to do in his young career.
Well, he defines leadership. He's everything you want. We always ask more out of quarterbacks. Well, he delivers more from the quarterback position. 1st and 10. Davila, the throw, the catch. It's Amos. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Rattlers.
And again, by design, this is, you see early on plays that they catch on film. The motion's going to come around, and watch the trail. You leave this guy wide open running down the middle of the field. You've got to get hands on. That's miscommunication. And Nick sees it immediately in the hole. Tracy Belton brings him down, gives his defense a chance to play inside the 5.
How about Radaba and Duvall? Right out of the gate. I mean, just right on target. First and goal. Michael Benson, the fullback, and he's alone. There's a flag down. It appears the ball is just shy. So he tries to get across the Geico goal line. Benson is a beast in the red zone, 20 rushing touchdowns.
Number 8. Pass the distance to the goal. Still first down.
That goes against Jake Metz, who was named the 2016 AFL Defensive Lineman of the Year.
Could have very well been the Defensive Player of the Year with the year he's had.
And he's young. He's 25.
Very versatile. He's played some fullback, played some offensive line this year. He's caught a touchdown pass.
It's pretty cool. On Monday, both Jake Metz and Darius Reynolds are going to the Eagles. They're going to the National Football League. And Benson, no place to go. Another flag down. And Jake Metz, number 8, was one of the guys trying to pull him to the ground. And there is Jake Metz.
Neutral zone. Pass the distance to the goal. Still first down.
Another penalty against Philadelphia.
This one goes against Bo Bell. Lined up too tight. You've got to have separation between yourself and the defensive lineman. There has to be a gap between there. You close that gap up, you get an unfair advantage.
Bo Bell, the 30-year-old who played his college football at UNLV, former Mountain West Defensive Player of the Year back in 2007. So first and goal from inside the 1. Duvall wants to throw. That hits off the net. That was dangerous. It went off Windsor's hand. That's a free football. Arizona catches a break as it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Well, I think Rod turns his hands the wrong way on this. If he goes up and has his hands up on top of the ball, you always tell young guys to go up with your top hand over the top, not cradling underneath. Watch his hands underneath, which scoops it straight up to the
That could have been a disaster
that
for
could have been
Arizona.
a huge disaster, and something that they haven't had to deal with. Early deficit with a turnover.
Second and goal. We'll see if they go back to the running game and Michael Benson. And it is Benson, and he's pushing the ball.
Ball's out.
And the ball's out. So have it. No one's going to catch you. Touchdown, Soul. Dwayne Hollis. 50 yards, and the defense gets the touchdown.
Wow. See right there, he's driving.
I don't know. You got to take another look at that. I mean, it appeared that
Well,
he was
either
down.
way, either he's down or the ball's down right there at the 2-yard line. He's laying on top of a player. They're going to look at it, but he's laying on top of a player. So either way, it's either Arizona ball or Philly ball right there on the 2-yard line because you can't pick it up. Bo Bell is laying on his back with the ball.
Well, for the moment, going to the replay. Now, the replay in arena football is the most transparent in all of professional sports. Tom McCabe, you will hear his conversation and see what he looks at to make the call.
Let's see what. You got it? All right. Yeah, sure. All right. That'd be good. He's not down. He's still ripping. That ball's coming out there. I don't see anything down yet. That didn't help. Okay. All right. What do we got here? Jet. Okay. Well, I didn't see anything down. Okay. I didn't have anything down. Get a shoulder down before the ball? No. Okay. It sure looks like, all right, let's play it. He's starting to rip it. It's out right there, and he's not down. Okay. The call is going to be confirmed. All right, that 3 never had the ball. It just popped out, so now we're going. All right, we're going to confirm this call. That's a fumble and a touchdown.
Oh.
Well, you heard from Tom McCabe. Now he's going to announce it.
The ruling on the field is confirmed. The ball came out before the runner was down. We have a touchdown. Arizona Charger, first time out, and a challenge.
Said the ball was coming out, but the player for Philadelphia who ripped it out was down. Why isn't it Philadelphia ball at their own 2-yard line?
And that's what I saw. Bo Bell laying on his back had ripped the ball out and had it in his right arm before it flew out of there. Should be down by Bell's laying on the ground with the ball in his hand right there, and then it starts coming out. Maybe they felt it wasn't secured and it was still moving around when he had it there, if that makes sense.
Tommy Freebert's extra point is up, and it is good. And what a stunning start to Arena Bowl 29. Arizona comes in as a heavy favorite. And Philadelphia gets points on their first drive, then come up with this goal line stand. They rip it out, and Dwayne Hollis takes it 49 yards for the touchdown. Sole lead early, 14-0. Welcome back to Arena Bowl 29 on ESPN. And this is just a moment ago. Davila hands it off to Benson. And then as Benson's going, number 2 for Philadelphia in white starts ripping the ball out. Now he rips it out. Number 2 is on the ground there, Sid. So it's your belief that Philadelphia should have gotten the ball right there. Instead, they let it pop out, and it turns into a Philadelphia touchdown.
He's sitting on his rear. I mean, on the ground with possession of the ball. It should have been Philadelphia ball at the 1.
And here's the deal, though. Arizona has not dealt with this kind of adversity. They're usually a team that gets in front of people, puts the pedal to the gas, and they take off.
Absolutely.
This is a whole different ballgame than we already expected.
But Philly, when they've been great this year, what have they done?
They got ahead.
Got ahead early, got that gas pedal going.
We'll see how the Rattlers respond. This time Freeber, that hits off the iron. That's a loose football. Still loose. Recovered by Philadelphia. Touchdown Soul. Wow.
Listen, everybody in America that's been around the Arena League, we're worried about what? Bar ball. Blow out Arizona's way. However, Philly has different plans. They've come up with the early plays. You've got Nick Davila. You've got some of the best receivers in the league to handle this kind of situation.
Terrible snap. Hollis gets it down, and Freeber converts the extra point. Freeber, the AFL kicker of the year. So it comes off the iron, and Amos had a chance to play it. And then where was the guy who's supposed to protect the return man?
The up back.
The up back. Where is the up back here?
They had him up looking for an onside kick,
but there's nobody
no
protection.
Back there. But look at Money Reynolds hustling down. That's your starting receiver, folks. Your starting defensive back comes in and cleans it up. Tracy Belton. Starters playing special teams and being special, as you heard Dan Rattlers talk about. Special teams have to be special. That's special right there.
Tracy Belton, who is not in the AFL for a couple of seasons, comes back. First team All-Arena, AFL Defensive Back of the Year. And let's get some reaction from the Philadelphia bench. Let's go to Tina.
Ari, from the start, they kept saying we have to play mistake-free football. And with a couple of those penalties there, they were all saying you got to play through the mistakes. With both of those touchdowns, though, the theme is bring it down, keep it composed. I've got Jeremy Richardson standing in front of me. Guys, it's 0-0. We have to get focused again. But this is a happy bench, and this is the start that they wanted to get to, Ari.
Well, thank you, Tia. I don't think in their wildest dreams they thought it would be 21-0 in the first quarter.
No, with less than 5 minutes gone, I mean, they've had everything go their way, and it's...
And Amos out of bounds at the 9-yard line. 15 yards on the return. The 21 points most allowed in the first quarter of any Rattlers Arena Bowl. And for the Rattlers, this is their 10th Arena Bowl in 24 seasons. The league's been around 29 years. Arizona's been a part of it for 24 and playing in 10 Arena Bowls with 5 titles. explains how good this franchise is, but said they are in a position in Arena Bowl that you may recall from playing San Jose. Down early. How do you stop it from snowballing at this point?
I don't know. We weren't able to, but they're good enough. They've got the right guys. They just got to chip away, come back and make plays, and don't let things mount.
Nick Davila completes the pass. It's Mo Purify at the 19. And to get a feel for what's happening in the Rattler bench, let's go to Randy Gatewood.
Guys, there's no sense of panic down here on the Arizona sideline. Kevin has rallied the troops together. He just told them to calm down. Let's get back to playing Rattler football, and let's go out and win it. But even on the bench, nobody's panicking. They're cool, calm, and collected. So expect them to get themselves back in this game. All right?
Thank you, Randy.
You know, with the ebbs and flows of the game. And that's why you hear Philly preaching on their sideline, 0-0. We still have to grind. You get a great team down, you got to keep kicking them. You got to keep getting after them if you're Philadelphia.
Davila steps up, throws, catch is made. Felton did a nice job there as he was left all alone out there on the outside. And here are the impact players. Take us through them, Sid.
Absolutely. Rod Windsor, one of the top receivers in the league, 48 touchdowns, 145 receptions. The guy you count on when you need the big play. You've already seen Tracy Belton make 2 big plays in this game. He's been all over the field all year. Defensive player of the year, 9 interceptions on the season. Led his team with 90 tackles, 20 pass breakups. This guy's been outstanding. Great pickup for the Philadelphia Soul this year.
Davila, the throw, it's Windsor, and he cannot make the catch at the 1-yard line. Good coverage there from James Romaine. Now, Arizona has an advantage in size, wide receiver versus DB. Rod Windsor, 6'2", 205. Mo Purify, 6'4", 225. How do the Philadelphia DBs that are smaller stop these big receivers when they get close to the red zone?
Well, they've got to try and use their quickness. Stay in their back pedals, and you see right there James Romaine with a great job breaking on the ball, able to get there just in the nick of time to knock it away from Rod Windsor. They've got to use their quickness and their technique.
2nd and 10. Davila the throw, catch is made. Touchdown Rattlers. 16 yards. And it's Mo Purify.
This is a great play by the AFL MVP, Nick Davila. Watch him look off. He wants to go to this side. But he comes back to Mo P on the backside in route. Watch him check it out, then he comes to his backside. Boom, hits it. Great catch, ball out in front. But if you're Dwayne Hollis there, you've got to tackle. Give yourself a chance to make plays because these guys, when they catch the ball, Mo Purify has done it in Arena Bowls before. You've got to get him on the ground.
And don't think Philadelphia has forgotten because in Arena Bowl 25, Mo Purify was the offensive player of the game. He had 7 receiving touchdowns. So Mo Purify, the Nebraska Cornhusker, no stranger to Arena Bowls, makes the catch and says and gets to the end zone. Rattlers are on the board in Arena Bowl 29. We've got some big-time games the first week of the college football season on ESPN. Next Monday, September 5th, we'll have number 11 Ole Miss and number 4 Florida State, led by Heisman hopeful Dalvin Cook. Our coverage begins at 8 p.m. Eastern from Orlando, also streaming live on the ESPN app and Watch ESPN. Well, a surprising start to Arena Bowl 29. Rory Wolf alongside Sid Bonner, upstairs, downstairs, Tino Servacio and Randy Gatewood. Arizona comes in as the favorite, but a defensive score and a special team score has Philadelphia in front 21-7. Chris Duvall is back deep for the Soul. And Duvall, who played at the University of Illinois, he could fly, but he will not get a chance at a return. Once it hits off the back end zone padded wall, the kickoff play is dead. So Dan Rodabaugh and the offense return to the field. Rodabaugh 2 for 3, 35 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown was thrown to Darius Reynolds, who is their star go-to receiver. He had the game-winning touchdown in the conference championship game and the opening touchdown in this game. These Rattler fans are not accustomed to seeing their team trailing.
Well, this is a different team. I mean, this Philly team is good. They've played terrific defense all year, been in the top 3 in defense all season long. So they were going to hang around. Well, you knew they'd hang around. You just didn't expect that bar ball so early.
Radaba, the throw and through the hands of Darius Reynolds. That could have been a turnover. Jeremy Kellum was lurking in the area.
And see, and this is just what we just talked about off air. We were talking about Dan hasn't been on the field for a while. What kind of rhythm will he be able to get in? He misses a wide open guy here. And I think Darius might have been a little too quick in that. He's got to sit down in that window. He's got to sit down in that window and not drift out of it. So he can't put that on Dan. Darius Reynolds has got to read that and do a better job of it.
Darius Reynolds won Arena Bowl 28 with San Jose last season. There he was one of just a bunch of great receivers. With Philadelphia, he is the #1 option. And he has the football, and Reynolds has a sole first down, and it takes 2 guys to force him out of bounds at the 18-yard line after a gain of 13. Darius Reynolds has emerged this year. He's now a part of the conversation for first team All-Arena with guys like Joe Hills and Rod Windsor.
Absolutely. I think his style of play differs from a lot of those guys because he can do everything. You talk about guys with yak, yards after catch. This guy is terrific. You see the defensive backs, the linebackers, they all know they have to hit this guy because if you don't, he's going to continue on and truck you and go to the house.
Radaba up the field looking for Reynolds, and that's an easy call.
See, there's something they saw on film because that's the same play they scored on earlier. They're getting a match with the motion. The way it's coming around, they're trying to switch from inside out.
10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That goes against Keith Brown, the 5th-year man who played at Texas A&M. And he makes it easy on the official.
He does, but he's in good position, and he shouldn't panic. He's a veteran player. Turn, look, and lean into your receiver. You're still right there. Just use good technique.
He's a great communicator. They refer to him as Deacon Brown in the secondary. He was the defensive player of the game in Arena Bowl 25 against these same opponents, the Philadelphia Soul. 1st and 10. Radaba looking for Duvall, can't get to it.
Can't miss that one.
And Radaba's got to put a little more air on that ball.
You can't miss that, or stick it on his nose. Stick it on his nose. If you're going to throw it on the line, you got to put it on his face. You're going to watch a nice corner route. Watch the drive to the inside and then sticks the foot in the ground. This is an easy one. You've got to make that play. You don't get very many chances.
And you can tell he knew
Arizona. You've got to make that play.
But you made a great point. It was a long amount of time from the last time he was on the field because of the defensive score, the special team score, and there's not a lot of area for him to warm up and stay warm. We'll see how he does here. 2nd and 10. Radaba's got a wide open Ryan McDaniel touchdown sold. 22 yards.
It's a blown coverage right there. Jeremy Kellum expecting Keith Brown to help. You're going to watch the post route. He's expecting help from this man here to fall back. That's why he opens up to the outside and allows him to run the skinny post. He's expecting help. It doesn't come. Big time play and response by Dan Radaba after missing a gimme.
Tommy Freebert splits the uprights. And the Philadelphia Soul have already scored 28 points in the first quarter. That is a new Arena Bowl record for points in the opening quarter. And Dan Radaba was talked all week. He had to have a good start. And here he makes a really nice throw, and Arizona defense made it easy.
They really did, but 2 plays in a row. He had wide open guys. When have you seen that from this defense? It just doesn't happen. They have so many veterans in the back end with Keith Brown, Jeremy Kellum. You'd think KJ Morton would be the guy blowing plays, blowing coverages, but the 2 veterans let him down on that play.
Really deep. Taking him on his route. I told myself,
this Philadelphia team has been able to play this underdog role in the lead up to this Arena Bowl. No one outside of the Philadelphia locker room and their fan base gave them much of a chance. Arizona won 3 titles in the last 4 years, going for their overall 6th Arena Bowl title. Philadelphia has only won one back in 2008. But Philadelphia has come in here and they brought the fight to the Rattlers.
They've done just that and just what they needed to do. I think the energy, they played with energy, man. They want this thing. They remember the last time they played Arizona where they had a chance in that game, a few plays away, and they weren't able to make them.
Anthony Amos. Anthony Amos. Up to the 18-yard line. 22 yards on the return for Anthony Amos, who played his college ball at Middle Tennessee State. Tina is with Dan Ronabaugh.
Thanks, Ari. Dan, I heard you say to Ryan McDaniel, I don't know what that was, but it worked. What was that about the route?
Yeah, you know, I mean, Ryan's a veteran player. He's really smart. We're always in the film room together. He did a good job kind of filling the zone there. You know, I think they might have busted the coverage, but we got to take advantage of it. Great catch.
All right, Dan, thank you. Ari?
Thank you, Tina. Flag is down. Davila going downfield. Catch is made by Amos. And the contact with the Philly player will have him out of bounds inside the 10. But let's check on the flag. It's back at the Arizona 23.
We're going to get Teddy Jennings for being out of his stance.
Legal formation on the defense. Number 18, Jack moving early. Penalty decline. Result of the play is a first down.
25 yards on the play. They get Joe Gooseby, the Jack linebacker there. 18. And he is that leader of the group in the back. While he's a linebacker, he helps coach those three guys on the back end. And Gooseby, a veteran in his 6th year out of Tulane. First team All-Arena this season. And he's just been a model of consistency throughout his career. So 15 minutes complete. Arena Bowl 29 and a very surprising score after 15 minutes of play. The Philadelphia Soul 28, the Arizona Rattlers 7. You're watching Arena Bowl 29 on ESPN. Road to Arena Bowl 29. There you see, all the way from the first round through the conference championship games and then to Arena Bowl 29. The two top seeds, Philadelphia representing the American Conference, Arizona representing the National Conference. As we return to play, Arizona in the Geico Blue Zone. It'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Now they turned it over in the red zone earlier. Davila, the throw, catch is made by Amos, and Romaine forces him out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
This is a really good rush here by Teddy Jennings. He comes off the edge, puts pressure right in the lap of Nick. See the slide protection. Michael Benson's catching there. You've got to attack the line of scrimmage, much like you saw Jeremy Richardson do first play of the game for Philly. You got to attack that defensive player, keep him out of your quarterback's lap.
Nick Davila now 6 of 8 for 100 yards and a touchdown. See if they still have confidence in Benson after he fumbled at the 1-yard line. Davila, and no play, no play. They whistled it dead before the play.
They're going to call unabated to the quarterback.
Offside on the defense, unabated to the quarterback. Number 8, after this is going to go, automatic first down.
How'd you feel about that as a quarterback? Would you rather have the free play and take the hit?
Yeah, as long as I know my guy's open for a touchdown. But he's moving away. Nick sees it, and watch him take his angle that way just a little bit to get away and gets rid of the ball quickly. There's no chance, and Simons was on him right away.
First and goal from inside the 1. Nick Davila does not rush the football very often. Only one rushing touchdown. It's Benson. He's in for 6. Touchdown Rattlers.
They brought the big package in. You had Tyree Glasper in there. Extra big lineman. This is a stretch play, and you get the defense running laterally, and then you pound them with a 275, and I'm doing quotation marks, a 275-pound fullback that has good feet.
Now he is a beast. Played college ball at Florida A&M, 28 years of age. They've had some great fullbacks who played for you, said Boy, he has been a really good one. When they let Odie Armstrong go, people wondered who would be the guy at fullback. Well, Michael Benson has been the guy, and here he is. Even after fumbling earlier, they have the confidence. Benson gets the Rattlers the touchdown. On a 28-14 early in the second quarter, and let's take a look back at the two regular season meetings. This was in Philadelphia. And for the first time in the series history, Philadelphia beats Arizona. At that time, they were 0-6. But then Philadelphia comes to Arizona June 17th, and Arizona repays the favor. They take advantage of turnovers. They win 80-63. All-time series, Arizona leads 7 wins to 1 for Philadelphia. But based on the start of this one, Philadelphia is loving the underdog role. Boy, they're playing with great energy.
They're not trying to hear that. They're not trying to hear about not being able to beat this team in a clutch game, in a big game. They're trying to come out here and get their first title since 2008. These guys have come out with emotion and playing with their hairs on fire, as one of my old coaches used to say.
Chris Duvall on the return. He had a kick return for a touchdown against Arizona back in that game in June. There is a flag on the play at the 7-yard line. 18 yards on the return. They're placing the flag on the 10.
Holding number 8. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Another penalty on Jake Metz. Again, Jake Metz and Darius Reynolds of the Philadelphia Soul will be reporting for duty to the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday. Just a reminder that the Arena Football League is often referred to as the Second Chance League. An opportunity to go play football and show a scout, show somebody that you've got the ability to at least get a chance to make an NFL roster.
More than the ability to be a professional and go in and do a good job for them.
Rattlers, that ball is tipped. And Dan Buckner, who they really like at that Jack linebacker position because of his length, 6'4", 220, played in the Pac-12 at Arizona.
And with each game, and you should see the guy play receiver. He's a great wide receiver as well. But with his length, each game he understands to gain more and more. Dan is very fortunate on that one. That wasn't popped up. But he understands the angles and is figuring it out. Jack's a hard position in this league. He's starting to figure it out with his athleticism and length. He could be problems for a lot of offenses.
Rattlers delivers, caught. Paulina Moku gets the Soul up to midfield. 20 yards on the play for Philadelphia.
And Ari, this is the guy we talked about, has to have a good game and is going to be the little X factor, because often not talked about, but every time they need a big play, who runs a good route in the middle of the field with the post curl? It's him, and you see a missed little face mask there. But Dan stands right in, over the top delivery, takes a shot.
And that's rare. I mean, Philadelphia only allowed 5 sacks on the season. That was best in the AFL because Dan Rattlers and this offense is predicated on getting the ball out quickly.
That's why Arizona wants to get him in third and intermediate or long so they can get home.
Rattlers, plenty of time, looking for Reynolds, goes up and gets it. Touchdown, Soul. Darius Reynolds is a game changer. That guy can do it. I mean, that ball is right. The DB is on it.
And what you're seeing is what they've seen in tape. Here's Reynolds right here. He's just going to inside attack this man and go right over the top for the ball on the post route. By formation, watch the guy playing the motion. Now he's on the trail again. That's the third time they've taken advantage of that. You've got to cut that different. You've got to move a different guy in from outside. You can't keep doing the same thing expecting a different result. It's cost you 3 touchdowns now.
Freebert on for the extra point. Kick is on the way, and it is good.
And Dan Rattlers coming up big with the perfect throw. Money Reynolds to the house for Philly, and they are in control in the desert.
29, the Philadelphia Soul lead the Arizona Rattlers 35-14. He is a Philadelphia Eagles legend. He is a broadcaster on this network, and he is the owner of the Philadelphia Soul, Ron Jaworski. Jaws, you predicted that Philadelphia would win 66-60 today on NFL Live. How's it looking right now?
Well, there's a long way to go, but we were fortunate. We got a ball off the iron. We get a fumble recovery for a touchdown. But Dan is sharp right now. And Darius Reynolds, there's a reason why he's going to be in the Philadelphia Eagles training camp Monday. The way he's playing today, he's been like that all season long. So we're excited for Darius. We're excited for our football team. But we're well aware this arena football, there's a long way to go.
And Jaws, I've noticed you look into the team's bench and you look concerned. What do you look for when you look at your players there?
Well, I just want to make sure they're focused. You know, I've been around the football for 43 years, so I kind of look in the players' eyes. I can tell if they're focused. At this point in the game, we're focused, we're ready to play. Just can't make mistakes, and we'll be all right.
Jaws, thank you. All right.
Thank you, Tina, and thank you to Ron. Ron has been such a great ambassador for the sport of arena football. It was his vision to bring arena football to Philadelphia. Their first season back in 2004. Won the title in 2008. No chance at a return this time. So Arizona will start out first and 10 from their own 5-yard line.
Jaws is such a fan of this league that if Philly wasn't in the game, he'd be just as excited, just as hyped to have this game and to be a part of it. I mean, he loves this league and does a great job for us.
I'm going to just add, though, just a hair more excited because he's Mr. Philadelphia.
He is.
Okay.
He is.
He'd be having a great time. If Philadelphia finds a way to win Arena Bowl 29, I can guarantee you he's going to be the happiest guy in the building.
He definitely wants to beat Arizona in this game.
Oh, yeah. The last two Arena Bowls between these two teams were at neutral sites in New Orleans and Orlando. This time, Arizona, the home team. Nick Davila surveys the defense. Davila gets it out. Catch is made. Mo Purify, gain of 6. We haven't seen or heard much from Rod Windsor so far.
Not much at all, and you wonder when it's going to happen. But we talked about earlier, the secondary from Philly. They're a little smaller, but they're feisty. They're quick. They have great technique. They can all cover man-to-man. So they provide all the elements against a dead set receiver. If they can outrun them, that causes problems.
Davila, quick hitter, and it is Rod Windsor, and he picks up the Arizona first down. Rod Windsor has been part of the 2012 NFL season with the Cleveland Browns, and the man throwing the football, Nick Davila, has been part of 2007 with the Cleveland Browns. And then when you add Mo Purify, who spent 2 seasons on the Bengals practice squad, you know, your 3 core guys on offense have all spent time with NFL teams.
And those guys are both coming off monster years. Maurice Purify, his first year in the league in Georgia, and Windsor setting the record of 193 catches.
Davila, and that's off the hand of Purify. Barely misses on that throw.
It's a good job by Mo P settling in the zone, giving him a spot to throw the ball to, and really just being an open receiver. He works around the defender, the jack linebacker, and just can't make the catch. Nick throws it a little bit behind, trying to throw through the hands of Bo Bell, who's up in the lane.
Managing possessions will be critical in the second quarter because Arizona will get the football at the start of the third quarter. They really need to get 1 extra possession here in the second quarter.
It's typically where they've separated themselves.
Amos looking for blocks, and James Romaine, Tracy Belton for Philadelphia. But they just burst into the play. They look for a moment. When you got Rod Windsor and Mo Purify blocking, you think you're in a pretty good position.
What did I say? These secondary players from Philly are scrappy. They're athletic. They can close. And you see right there the closing speed of these guys. And they're not afraid. They don't care that you're bigger. They're going to go attack you. And that's what's made this team special this year.
And those DBs have been playmakers. Starting DBs led the AFL in interceptions with 22. Davila the throw, and that's broken up. How about that defense? That ball was on time, and Romaine gets his right hand in there and breaks it up.
Talked about he would be a huge factor in this game, playing man-to-man. And you're going to see the deep comeback route. This is a crab route right here. It comes on the breakout, and right there, hand across. But if you're the young Anthony Amos, you've got to reach out to the apex and get that ball. Go out, extend your hands and get it. Don't allow that secondary player to strip it away.
4th down for Arizona. During the regular season, 18 for 32. That's 56% on 4th down. Davila, time, throws, flag is down. And it's back in the secondary, and it appears it's against Philadelphia.
And James Romaine panics. As great as he was on that last play, he panics.
25. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
And I say he panics because Rod Windsor cannot outrun him. He cannot outrun him. He settles, expecting Rod to break down on the route. He settles and doesn't stay in his back pedal and reacts. He tries to squat and has to grab as Rod Windsor crosses his face. If he just stays in his back pedal and uses technique, he's able to be there on that route.
Arizona on fourth down. Fresh set of downs thanks to the penalty. Fifth penalty on the Soul. Duvall the throw, and that ball was on target, but Amos cannot make the catch at the 11-yard line.
The young fella having some struggles early. See, again, ball out in front, but timing absolutely perfect there from James Romaine, who's able to play downhill.
Amos is the one guy without Arena Bowl experience playing receiver for Arizona. Eighth play of the drive coming up for the Rattlers, 2nd and 10.
You see who goes in motion, but I would look here for Maurice Purify.
They set up the screen, and Philly's all over it. Not fooled at all. Boy, this Philadelphia defense, terrific in the first half. And Bo Bell
reads it. Watch him go on the rush, and he smells it. And he settles up with the fullback. Makes a big-time play. You see him coming on the rush, and then he smells the screen. Great execution from a defensive player. Comes up a little bit hobbled there.
We're not used to seeing Arizona in 3rd and 4th down.
No, not at all.
Highest scoring team in the AFL. Davila, the throw, the catch by Windsor. Now, it all depends on where he gets the spot. I think right when he caught it, he had the first down. But it appears they're going to mark him about 6 inches shy of the first down.
This is such a good look from the secondary of Philly. They gave him 3 different looks there on that play. And they're really, you can tell they're keyed in mentally in the secondary right now, which is a good sign for the Soul.
What are you thinking here on 4th and short?
I wouldn't mind running the ball. I would run the ball. I'd pound it forward for 2 yards. But if you're going to throw it, number 1 has to be your guy. You got to go to number 1.
We'll see where Rod Windsor lines up on the play. He comes to the near side. He's going to go in motion. Benson, the fullback. 4th and inches. They're going to throw. Davila looks, throws, and it's picked off. Soul have the football. Romaine is going to try to bring it out. Now he's just running around. Now he's going to take off. Looking for a block. And the Arizona Rattlers turn it over in the red zone. 2nd time in the game. Philadelphia leading 35-14, and they have the football.
You said it, Ari. This team led the league in interceptions, a poorly thrown ball. It's underthrown. Beautiful play there by James Romaine. Turns into the receiver. Turns Arizona away. Philadelphia again in charge of this game.
Saturday, September 3rd. It's the first weekend of the college football season, and we've got number 1 Alabama taking on number 20 USC. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC at the house that Jerry built in Arlington. The game can also be seen streaming live on the ESPN app and Watch ESPN. Well, Arena Bowl 29 certainly not off to the start that Kevin Guy expected. His team averaging 83 points per game through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. And here in the Arena Bowl, his team's got 14 points, and we've only got 4 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter.
Philly having to go the much tougher route, playing Jacksonville, and Tampa gave them a tough game early on. Couldn't score offensively, so they weren't able to overcome Philly. But Philly playing Jacksonville has definitely put a fire in them.
McDaniel makes the catch. Arkeith Brown makes the tackle at the 20-yard line. The Arizona bench, you got to figure, this is uncharted territory for this Arizona team as they're so accustomed to being ahead. Let's go to Randy.
All right, you got that right. This team is certainly not used to coming from behind, but I tell you, there is a little bit of frustration offensively and defensively, but overall, they are confident that they can get back in and win this football game. So look for them to turn it up the rest of this half and the start of the 2nd half. All right?
Thanks, Randy. Well, their defense needs to get a stop. And the quick hitter, Reynolds, bobbles it, still holds on, and he has a sole first down. And we're not even to halftime, but the best player on the field so far in this game has been Darius Reynolds.
Without question. And Dan Rattlers. He's made all the throws, and he's made a few mistakes, but the next play he comes back and rectifies those mistakes. He's, to this point, played like the MVP of the league.
Darius Reynolds, there you see 4 catches, 64 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Last game, in the American Conference title game, 9 catches, 124 yards, 2 touchdowns, one of them the game winner with 4 seconds to go, and it was the #1 play on ESPN's Top 10 on SportsCenter. 1st and 10, Rattlers looking for McDaniel, can't get to it. But I like that he put the ball in a place where only his guy could get it.
Right, that's a good throw. And Ryan got tripped up a little bit, but he's got to know there's going to be contact and try to run through it. He's just getting back. This is his first game back, but he's got man-to-man coverage there. He takes an inside free release. That's a good miss. Nobody hurt there. You take a shot. You don't get it, but you don't turn it over.
This Arizona defense needs a stop.
In the worst way, and Raymond Burrell hasn't played since that injury, and that's hurt him so far.
Rattlers going for McDaniel. That's good defense. Arkeith Brown, it appeared, wasn't going to play the ball, had the presence of mind to turn and knock it away.
And that was just a late throw by Dan. He misses on that one. And Philly looking for a call. He turns, watch the head of Arkeith Brown turn and find the ball right there, and actually knocks it away. That ball's just a hair late. You know what you've got. As soon as he hit the line of scrimmage, you know exactly what you got. Don't hold it and wait. You got to put it up early. Good job of finishing the play by Arkeith Brown, or Deacon Brown, as they call him.
Yes. And we have come to the 1-minute warning. The 1-minute timing rules will be in effect when we come back. Philadelphia leading Arizona 35-14 in ArenaBowl 29. The first week of the college football season sees some big-time games being played. And on Sunday, September 4th, we'll have the only game of the day as the 10th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the Texas Longhorns at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC. It can also be seen streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Said while we were at break, we were discussing this is the most important moment of the game. Wow.
Well, Arizona getting the ball. Score being what it is right now, 42-14 at the half, is a tough thing to ask anybody. But 35-21, you got a ball game second half with Arizona getting the ball coming out. This is a must score for Philly. And if you're Arizona, you've got to find a way to let that defense eat, get home, and get a stop.
Arizona has 2 timeouts remaining in the first half. Philadelphia has all 3. If you're Philadelphia, ideally, you'd like Arizona to have to use all 3 of their timeouts and then score with less than 10 seconds to go in the half.
Or listen, if they're going to let you turn it into an onside battle, take the points, because you're not sure if you're ever going to get those points back. So if they're going to let you score here, score, and then onside them, try to get another possession.
3rd down. Rattlers. That ball is knocked out at the last moment. Jeremy Keller, last year he was first team All-Arena. Thought he was going to get a shot at the NFL. Didn't show up to Arizona until the final 6 regular season games, and it took him a game or 2 to round into form, but he's right back playing at a high level.
He really is. Smart, understands the angles on this field, gets him in and out of the checks. And right there, that's where you want an SK to have a little more size, and you want a Dan to put a little more on that ball. Drill it, drive it in there to him, get it to him before the secondary player can react. Kellen did a nice job of finishing the play.
4th down. So elect not to try for the field goal. Rodaba to the end zone for Reynolds. Does he hold on? No. They're saying incomplete. He does not hold on. Arizona football.
He's asking for the flag to be thrown. But he's not, he doesn't look convicted about the call. He's asking for the flag to be thrown, and there you see it go up over the top, and this is the ball that Money usually comes down with.
Well, the walls are not TV's friend sometimes in arena football, and it does appear right at that just a moment ago that the football was on the ground, and the official stamps his hand on the turf. And now Arizona, 50 seconds to work with. Down by 21 points, and again, they will get the football at the start of the third quarter.
Remember those last two plays where you had two wide open receivers? They weren't able to make the play and connect for points to extend this lead.
Arizona's way offside their miscommunication as Windsor was 2 yards downfield.
10-yard penalty, still first down.
This could be a sudden turn of events here. If Arizona is able to go down and score, burn a lot of clock, force Philly to use some timeouts, and knowing they get the ball coming out in the second half.
If you're Arizona, you just want to get your studs going. They need Windsor or Purify to make a big play. Nick Duvall down the field, and Purify got tripped and no call.
That's an invert.
Fans don't like it.
But it is what it is. They're running. There's no intent to pass interfere there.
In the final minute, the clock stops on all incomplete passes. Let's take a look here.
You're going to watch the feet get tangled up.
Well,
never mind. That's a jersey grab and a trip. Yeah, I didn't see the jersey grab, but that is pass interference.
I mean, how do you miss that?
Well, it's a tough game. These guys are moving.
Wide open in space. I mean, the guy grabbed him by the jersey.
Where the officials are lined up in the angles, one guy might be behind the tugger, the other guy might be on top. You can't see it all.
Davila, 2nd and 10, completes it. It's Purified. And Purified inside the 15. A flag is down at the 20-yard line. Clock stops with 37 seconds to go in the half.
Probably going to be a legal defense.
Check on the box. Illegal defense on the defense. Penalty declined. Result of the play is a first down.
That's enough yardage. This is the zone buster, and your jack linebackers are allowed to get 6 yards of depth away from the line of scrimmage, sideline to sideline. However, if he goes any deeper than that, that is a penalty. He's not allowed to be what's known as a fourth defensive back there, just floating around trying to cover people.
But what you're trying to do is be on the edge of that.
Correct.
So that you can act like a fourth defensive back. Well, Mo Purify has turned into the go-to guy for Arizona. And again, he's an awesome player, but Rod Windsor has been the man in the last 6 seasons. Nick Davila with time, throws, caught. No touchdown though. Ball out of bounds at the 1-yard line with 9 seconds to go in the half. Gain of 13.
This is big for Philadelphia here. Defensively, if they can somehow get a stop here. Nice throw and catch. But a great hit by Dwayne Hollis.
Keep in mind, Arizona has timeout, so they can afford to try to run the football here. If it doesn't work, use the timeout and try it again.
You've got to take care of the ball, though.
They've already turned it over once at the 1-yard line. It ended up being a 49-yard fumble return for a touchdown. They don't give it to Benson, and Davila throws, and it's too high.
Great play call.
It was right there.
Great play call. And Glasper's a good athlete. Tyree Glasper goes in motion. They fake the stretch play. What a well-designed play here. Watch him go across the formation. They fake it inside. Just throws it a little bit too high. And I mean, he was up for that ball. It's a little bit too firm on the throw. I mean, that's one of those you want to even shuffle it to him. You just got to get it to him. He's wide open.
They've got time for at least 2 plays, so no reason to panic. To give us to Benson. He's in. Touchdown. touchdown, Rattlers. Michael Benson's second 1-yard touchdown run of the first half.
Justin Lawrence is pleading for a holding call. We get a look down the line here. Watch number 99 right there, and that's a tackle from the backside. That's not called.
2.3 seconds to go. We apologize that our clock is off, but it's 2.3 seconds remaining in the half. Nick Pertwee on for the extra point. Veteran kicker. Majority of his career in San Jose. He's no stranger to Arena Bowl games. Having been a part of the SaberCats championship in 2015.
All right,
going to take another look.
Let's see what we got. Philadelphia's challenging. The knee was down before he got into the end zone. What do we got up here? All right. Okay, we're looking to see if the knee was down before he got in. That's not going to help us. But that sure looked like he got in on that one. Let's see. Let's look at his knee. No knee. That one looks like he's in too. You got another shot? Okay. This might be a good one. Let's see. No knee down there. Boy, the ball's over the goal line. We're going to confirm a touchdown.
After further review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It's a touchdown. Philadelphia is charged. A timeout.
Let's move forward. After this extra point is either made or missed, what do you do with 1.8 seconds to go in the kickoff?
I don't squib it. I don't kick it to Chris Duvall.
No.
That guy's got some ability and has returned a touchdown against the Rattlers in that first or second meeting.
But you got to be careful. If you kick it out of bounds and they have it at the 20, you could try a field goal and Philadelphia get 3 more points.
Well, I want to squib down the middle of the field. Pertwee's a veteran guy that understands the game and knows what needs to be done.
Pertwee's extra point is up and it is good. 35-21. So what a difference. Philadelphia does not score on their last possession. Arizona gets the stop. Arizona gets the touchdown. It's a 2-score game, and Arizona will get the football to start the third quarter.
All good news if you're a Rattler fan, because it seems like momentum has swung just a bit. 2 missed opportunities in that last drive for Philadelphia to punch it in. They weren't able to get it done. We'll see if that comes back to haunt.
I want to remind everyone, the clock that you're looking at on screen is not correct. It's 2.3 seconds to go in the half. From a partner, Sid Bonner says Nick Pertwee should come up here and squib it. Make sure everybody stays in their lanes. Because, you know, if you're Philly and you can pick up the squib and down it, again, the field goal would be an option, but there's a downside to trying a field goal. You miss, it's a live football, and it could turn into Arizona points.
It's a live football. You've got guys like Tyree Glasper that have blocked kicks. This team will be relentless. They'll come after that. So not necessarily a great thing to try a field goal if you're Philly.
For the Rattlers, looked like things were really getting away from them. Down 28-7 at one point. This veteran core group for Arizona being tested. Philadelphia soul looking for redemption after losing to Arizona in Arena Bowls 25 and Arena Bowl 26. It's not a squib kick, and Duvall will have a chance, but it hits off the iron. Unfortunately, Duvall able to smother the football, and he's going to dance around and come out. And he knows he needs to just go down, and he will. And the first half is complete. Philadelphia 35, Arizona 21. 30 minutes complete in Arena Bowl 29, and certainly a lot more quiet in here than we would have expected heading into halftime with Arizona coming in as the favorite. And let's go down to the field to Tina.
All right, Ari, thank you. Coach, great start, but you see what Arizona can do. What's the challenge keeping the team composed and focused the rest of the way?
Well, it's one half. I mean, we didn't take advantage of the turnover we had there on a pick. We should have went down there and scored and really put this thing, kind of out of reach, but we didn't. Now it's a ball game again because they get the ball coming out.
What have you seen from Rattlers and Reynolds, the way they've been connecting and executing?
They look good. But we got to execute on every drive. We cannot miss drives against Arizona. We know they're going to be in there at the end, so we got to battle.
Coach Dalzell, thank you. Ari?
Thank you, Tina. Thank you to Coach Dalzell. Dan Rattlers, terrific first half. Throws for 3 touchdowns. And Philadelphia gets a defensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown. And Philadelphia leads by 14. Stick around. An interview with Commissioner Scott Butera coming up. AFL on ESPN. Arena Bowl 29 in Philadelphia. Got out of the gate quickly. Hello again, everyone. Orwolf alongside the Hall of Famer Sid Bonner and Sid. Philadelphia comes in as a decided underdog. But boy, they play with great energy, and they took advantage of breaks in the first quarter.
Huge energy. You come out and you explode on the Arizona Rattlers. That's what we're used to seeing Arizona do on people. What happened? They made it a big half for themselves, got out in front, did a great job of taking advantage of Arizona mistakes.
Philadelphia gets out 21-0 as we take a look at highlights from the first half. Opening score of the game, ArenaBowl finds Darius Reynolds right in front of his own bench, and then this was a huge play.
It really was. A strip there by Bo Bell. Dwayne Hollis able to pick it up and take it 51 yards for a touchdown.
And here's the bar ball. It comes off. They didn't have an up man on the play, Arizona. Philadelphia recovers. And now Arizona now just fighting to get back into it. There's Mo Purified.
Yeah, Mo Purified doing a nice job on the slant route, getting in. But then Philly answers right back. Ryan McDaniel gets it in. Beautiful throw and catch. Busted coverage. Seeing some things from Arizona we haven't seen all season.
Benson, they show confidence. They go back to him on the 1-yard line. And there's Darius Reynolds, who, if it's a 50-50 ball, it seems like he's winning it every time.
Absolutely, and this is a huge play right here. They turn Arizona away at the end of the half by getting an interception.
And Benson just gets in there, and let's go to Randy Gatewood down on the field.
Coach, you overcame a lot of adversity in the first half. What was your message to the team in the locker room?
Well, I thought we were pressing a little bit when we fell behind, after we turned the ball over. We got the ball coming out first half. We need to go down and score and then start putting the pressure on them.
3 keys. What are the 3 most important things you have to do to come back and win this football game tonight?
Not turn the ball over. We got to get some stops. And, we got to get better down here in the red zone and not give up the big plays. So,
thanks, Coach. Ari?
Thank you, Randy. We take a look at first half stats. What do you see, Seth?
I think the possession without points for Arizona has been huge. They're a team that's been able to score. And then this right here is the biggest thing. Those 3 turnovers and a bar ball. I mean, it's tough when you give up points like that. Philly's been very efficient, but I think the points that they didn't get at the end of the half will be the biggest thing in this game. That was a huge swing for Arizona to turn them away and put points on it.
Well, and the pressure could flip here. If Arizona were to score, it's a 7-point game, and then Philly's thinking, wow, we led by 21 points and we had the football. We could have put this thing away. They may end up pressing a little bit in the second half.
And not beating this team in big games and big moments, that stuff starts to creep in. We'll see how much more ready Philly is now than they were previous years.
Philadelphia to kick off to start the third quarter. The dynasty, the Arizona Rattlers, they've won 3 of the last 4 Arena Bowls. They've appeared in 5 of the last 6 Arena Bowls. For Philadelphia, it's redemption, having lost in Arena Bowls 25 and 26 to these same Arizona Rattlers. 30 minutes of football to decide the champions of Arena football. And here we go, Tommy Freeberg. Amos plays it cleanly. Amos has a seam, and then Amos put to the ground.
Wow, Joe Gooseby.
Yeah, nice open field tackle by the linebacker. 16 yards on the return. Road to Arena Bowl 29. Philadelphia wins the American Conference Championship game in dramatic fashion. Darius Reynolds, a touchdown winning catch with 4 seconds to go. And in the National Conference, Arizona wins easy. Arizona scored more than 80 points in both of their playoff games. Just 21 points in the first half of this game. So having not been tested may not be such a good thing for Arizona, because now they've got to turn it on.
It's looked like that early in this game, and we'll see how they're able to respond.
Shuffle pass, it's Windsor. And we talked about Windsor didn't touch the ball a lot in the first half, and that's an easy way to get your star receiver into the game.
It really is, and what Philly was doing, they were forcing Anthony Amos to beat them. They were forcing them to get him in man-to-man situations, and he has not been able to win when they've got him in those situations.
Davila waits, throws, looking for Windsor. Good defense there.
That's
Windsor just 3 catches for 22 yards.
I think that's a ball you got to drop in the bucket right there. Put a little touch on it. Let him run underneath it. You know what you've got. You know the coverage you've got. Drop it in that bucket down there and let him run to it.
Is that an example of what Kevin Guy is talking about pressing? That you're not Nick Davila, you're not relaxed and throwing that teardrop in there instead of trying to force that ball in?
It's possible, but Nick doesn't throw that teardrop a lot. He throws the ball with a little more pace and a little more velocity, but he is usually way more efficient and on target.
3rd and short. Davila. And Amos with a defender all over him makes the catch. Now there is a flag, and Philadelphia is indicating it's against Arizona. Let's wait and get the call.
Illegal contact on the defense, number 22. That penalty declined. The result of the play is a first down.
It's a heck of a play from Amos.
It really is, and he's struggled all day.
Yep.
But right here, he comes up huge. They need it. You're going to watch Nick manipulate the pocket, slide around a little bit, buy some time, get away from the rush, and it throws a back shoulder ball down the middle.
Because, I mean, he originally wanted Windsor and then throws down, and boy, great concentration.
And that was a nice job of fighting, staying focused, making a big play when your team needs it.
1st and goal at the 6. Davila, the throw. That ball was behind Mo Purified. There were 2 receivers in the area, and there was a flag down at the 6.
Passer number 8 on the defense. After this is a goal, automatic first down.
You know, Jake Metz had arguably the best regular season of anybody who played defensive line. He won the AFL Defensive Lineman of the Year, but this is his 4th penalty already. I mean, why take him to the ground there?
Yeah, there's no need to. Trying to get his hands on. Yeah, there's no need to do that. That's a good call by Tom McCabe.
Now 1st and goal from the 3. Davila looking for Windsor. Bobbles it, catches it. Touchdown, Rattlers.
Arizona Rattler faithful getting excited. Rod Windsor's supposed to carry that route all the way across, but knowing the defensive back was sprinting, trying to beat him there, he shuts it down, stops, slams on the brake. Your quarterback and you have such a good relationship. He's able to read it on the fly and shut it down. Easy throw and catch there.
6 years playing together really helps. Nick Davila and Rod Windsor. So Philadelphia led 21-0. And here's Nick Davila. Finds his wingman, Rod Windsor, and it is a 7-point game in ArenaBowl 29. AFL on ESPN. Philadelphia 35, Arizona 28. And we heard from Arizona head coach Kevin Guy at the half. He told his team, stop pressing. We're going to go out, we're going to score, make it a 7-point game, and then we're going to lean on our defense to get a stop. Well, the first part of that equation is complete. Now can the defense get a stop? And how does Philadelphia react to seeing their 21-point lead evaporate? Now it's just a 7-point lead.
Remember, they had a chance to extend the lead before Arizona scored at the end of the first half. They had a chance to extend, weren't able to do it. 2 drop balls at the end of that half.
And Duvall has problems coming up with the football, and he's buried at the 2-yard line. So great coverage from Arizona, and let's check in with Tina.
Ari, two key defensive players are out right now for Philadelphia. You saw Arizona score. Let's start with Teddy Jennings. He's going to come back in the game, but he is now wearing a cast on his left hand. In the first half, I saw him hurt that left wrist in his thumb area, but he's getting his way back into the game. Also, James Romaine is out right now. I was told he's not out of the game, but he is nowhere to be found on this Philadelphia bench, Ari.
Thank you, Tina. That's critical. That's two starters, one who's going to be playing injured and one we just don't know what's going to happen with James Romaine. But now it's on the Philadelphia offense. Kalina-Moku makes the catch. And you know how the first quarter it felt like Philadelphia was bouncing around? They had the energy. This thing's flipped a full 180.
It is completely. There's a buzz in the building, which is what we expected there to be to start this game. And there was. The Rattlers didn't hold up their end to start. A few misplays, balls off the bar, turnover. Philly jumped on them. Now, as you said, it's slipped. And Philly's kind of looking around, waiting to see what's going to happen, waiting for the other shoe to drop. They got to stay steady here and get some points on the board.
Well, they want to go steady. They got to find number 7, Darius Reynolds. And they're going up the field. And there's going to be a flag. It's going to be a defensive penalty on Jeremy Kellum. Kalina-Moku trying to run up the sideline.
Pass interference on the defense, number 2. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
He meant number 20. Number 2 is Mo Purify, who plays offense for Arizona. If you're Philadelphia right now, however you do it, you just got to find a way to get a touchdown.
Yeah, you do. You've got to put points up. They get a little help here from Jeremy Kellum, who takes a bad angle to cut that route off and really gets himself in trouble doing so. I mean, this crowd was ready to erupt if that ball's incomplete.
They're the numbers for Dan Rattlers. He has not turned it over. And Rattlers kind of hit on the throw. McDaniel is there, and he can't hold on. The ball knocked out at the last moment.
Finishing plays are big. You've got to finish plays, and JK is beat. Jeremy Kellum is beat on this play. Ryan McDaniel has got to take that ball and snatch it in tight and hold on. It's a great throw from Dan. And right here, you've got to snatch it in and
tuck it away.
Absolutely. You can't relax in that situation, and that's a classic case of someone relaxing when they think they got an easy score.
2nd and 10. Keep in mind, McDaniel just activated off IR this week. It's been a month since he played. 2nd and 10. Rattlers was going to set up the screen. Now he throws it away. Fortunately for him, there was a receiver in the area, but the original play, Arizona sniffed it out.
Great job defensively. That was they had 5 receivers in the pattern. Fullback, tight end, all 3 wide receivers. Dan couldn't find anybody. Pressure's getting to him. He's got to just throw it away. Good decision. But 3rd down, as Arizona likes to call it, lockdown. If you're Philly, you got to try to find a way to move the sticks here and keep this drive going.
3rd down. Rattlers, the release, McDaniel, and it's knocked away. Keith Brown, the vet. He makes the play, and he loves the big game. Defensive player of the game in Arena Bowl 25. 3-time champion, Keith Brown.
Again, Ryan McDaniel will tell you himself, if he gets his hands on that thing, he's got to get it, reach back and pull it in.
4th down for Philadelphia. Regular season 17 for 29 on 4th down. In this game, 0 for 1.
And where is Money Reynolds?
Rattlers missed on 7 of his last 8 attempts. The throw, the catch, it's made. Sole 1st down, Chris Duvall.
That is a huge play here. You're going to take a look at a nice sail route from Duvall. He's going to press up the field and break it out. Ball on time. Nothing you can really do as a secondary player. You're hoping this guy's depth takes it away. But as soon as his eyes go right to his receiver at the snap, you know you've got the throw easy. Good throw and catch.
Keep in mind, it's the West Coast. This game kicked off at 4 p.m. It's getting a lot louder here. People getting off work on a Friday coming to support the Rattlers. And a short completion there for Philadelphia. Duvall with the catch. Just a gain of 3. And there's KJ Morton getting into stuff. And he's really showing that he's not playing with the maturity you need to have in a championship game.
He has to be more mature. He's been involved with a few skirmishes.
Yeah.
He can't do it.
I mean, this guy played in 3 straight bowl games at Baylor. He played a BCS bowl game for Baylor.
You can't do it. You just got to go back to your huddle. Listen, I'm a guy that loves people playing with passion, but you can't do that.
Well, Clint Dawzell, when he was a player, he loved a hostile environment. Let's see how his team reacts. Here in Arizona moved. Rodabon, that ball was tipped. Buckner twice now has almost come up with picks. And they missed movement. I mean, the nose moved, and there was no flag. The nose has to be straight on, and there was movement before the snap.
The Jack and the Mac linebacker, the plugger linebacker, have both got hands on balls in the previous loss against Philadelphia, or when Philadelphia lost to Arizona. He's got to be careful inside the box. They like to throw a lot of those whip routes inside or close to the box. Those box players, the Jack linebacker, the Mac linebacker, are making a difference in that lane. He's got to be careful with his throws right now.
Rodabon on this drive, 3 for 7, 21 yards. And that's broken up. KJ Morton and Buckner. McDaniel, the intended target. Would you consider going for the field goal here, considering the way the momentum is in this game?
Only because it's Tommy Freeburg, and he's a really good player. However, I want to put points on the board. Offense is going to win games. And you see Arizona spying, not really bringing their linebacker, but Buckner being a threat in there with that throw. That's a tough throw to make.
Well, it's though he's playing against 5 defensive backs. If the Mac and the Jack don't rush and they spread themselves out correctly. 4th down. Rodabon in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown sold.
Gatewood, get out of the way down there. Randy Gatewood.
12-yard touchdown pass. Dan Rodabon to Sean Kalinamoku.
And SK with the step. I mean, he gets on the toes of the defender, and it is over immediately. Talking about quickness. He runs up on his toes and makes a quick move. Great throw from Dan Rodabon, and talk about answering.
Answering on 4th down. I mean, that's big time.
Twice on that drive. Answering in a spot that they hadn't answered in.
Tommy Freeburg, extra point is good. He stays perfect in this game. And Philadelphia's lead back to 14. As SK wide open, Rodabon finds him, and Philadelphia still on their quest for the upset and the title. Screaming at his own bench, trying to inspire these guys as they stretch the lead to 14. Saturday, September 3rd. It's the first weekend of the college football season, and we've got number 1 Alabama taking on number 20 USC. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC at the house that Jerry built in Arlington. This game can also be seen streaming live on the ESPN app and Watch ESPN. Said, if Philadelphia wins this game, we may look back at that drive. 2 4th down conversions, including the touchdown.
That was a great drive and a great job of concentrating and really focused, because they had a few lapses on that drive.
Onside kick. Arizona didn't see it coming, but Keith Brown, smart, savvy, veteran play by the 5th-year man. Because Arizona was not expecting onside there. Why do you think Clint Dawzell went for it there?
Well, because just what you said, they were not expecting it. If you get an extra possession, another way to extend your lead, why not take it? But Keith Brown right on the spot at the right time.
And there's one other wrinkle to it. Arizona has not been very good in the red zone today.
No, they have not. They've struggled.
They have.
You know, the great Aaron Garcia, we would onside his teams to force him into the red zone so he couldn't drop bombs on us all night.
Davila, a couple of pump fakes. It's Windsor. And Windsor tackled at the 2. He's just shy of a 1st down. There is a flag down.
Told you.
Legal contact on the defense, number 22. A penalty decline, second down.
Now, if we go back to June 17th, you and I called the game on ESPN2. Philly at Arizona. It was Chase DeAtter, the third receiver, who had 4 touchdowns. And really, Philadelphia was focused on stopping Rod Windsor and Mo Purify. By the second half, Windsor and Purify started to step up their game. Whereas in the first half here, Amos was the third receiver, and he did not make those same plays in the first half, which is part of why Arizona is down. Duvall getting chased, releases it, Windsor, bats it, catches it, touchdown, Rattlers.
I tell you, Nick stood in there a few times on this drive. He wants the front side, he's looking, and then watch him buy time as Lawrence gets by and he slides around and knows exactly where Windsor is, who tips it off the wall
To
for a
legal
live
play.
ball,
Yep.
live ball, and makes the catch. You get caught when it takes so long to happen as a secondary player. What's your natural instinct to do? You peek in the backfield, and that's when you get in trouble.
Nick Pertwee on for the extra point attempt. High snap. Shane Boyd gets it down. The big assist there to the backup quarterback and the holder, Shane Boyd. So back to a 7-point game. And Nick Duvall going to his star receiver, Ron Windsor. 48 touchdowns on the season. We've got a 7-point game.
We're back in Arena Bowl 29. Seoul lead the Rattlers 42-35. Seoul defensive backs coach Bernie Nowatarski has a different perspective on this game than anyone else. He's battling multiple myeloma, an incurable blood cancer. Now, he was supposed to have chemotherapy on Thursday, but pushed it to Monday. It's something he's done all season, so he would never miss a practice or a game. He was diagnosed back in 2012. Now, his players know, but he never lets them know when he doesn't feel good, constantly encouraging them to keep fighting, that nothing's ever too big. Clint Dalzell says that man is awesome. I see how much medication that he has to take. He never complains. And this has been very difficult on Nowatarski and his wife, Jill, his 8 children. Back on June 9th here in Arizona, right in the middle of the game, Nowatarski became friends with Arizona superfan Michelle Staples. She had stage 4 ovarian cancer. They are now what they call best friends. They text each other, they communicate, they encourage each other. Soul coach, Rattlers fan, they root for each other. Nowatarski told me today, no matter what happens tonight, tomorrow I still have to battle this. But he has something else in his blood. He says it's football, and he never wants that to go away. Ari?
Thank you very much, Tina. It's a moving story. And Michelle Staples was the woman with the hat on there yesterday at the awards banquet. We declared her the AFL Fan of the Year, season ticket holder since 1998. You played when she became a season ticket holder, and Big John, her husband there. They're the exact kind of reason that players like you love to play arena football.
And fall in love with your fans. I mean, thick and thin. I mean, you're playing bad, you play great. These guys were there every game. They've helped the league out in certain ways, done certain. I mean, these guys are true fans and have a passion for arena football, and very special people to Rattler Nation as well as AFL Nation.
AFL Nation, I don't care what team you play for, who you're broadcasting for, you'd stop and see Big John and Michelle at every game. And Michelle, just such a trooper. She was supposed to have treatment on Friday. This Friday, she pushes it to Tuesday. There was no way she was missing Arena Bowl 29. Roundabout up the field for Reynolds. Can't get to it, but there is a flag down. And Reynolds a little slow to get up.
Pass interference on the defense, number 20. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
But Reynolds, the big story here is there is Reynolds walking off slowly.
Well, I've seen him gip off like that before and come right back and torch guys. So,
but he's not going to be on the field for this next play.
Correct. However, first down play, why not get your run game in? But they run a sail takeoff. They try to run the quick corner and get him up the field. And Dan's just got to push that ball on the outside edge so Reynolds doesn't have to curl back underneath the defender to get to it.
Who will Dan Roddabaugh go to with Reynolds being attended to? Roddabaugh finds McDaniel in space. McDaniel inside the 5. Is he in? Fumble! Ball comes out. Arizona football. Ryan McDaniel was inches from the touchdown. Instead, the Rattlers have the football and a chance to tie the game.
And right there, it's a terrific effort. Great run, but right here, you've got to wrap it up. You've got to wrap that ball up. And KJ Morton, talk about his passion. I mean, he pounds that ball out of there. That is a great play from KJ Morton. And Buckner able to recover. See, Michelle loves it, much to the chagrin of the Philadelphia Soul.
Philadelphia Soul led 21-0. No reason to review that. That was an easy call. Duvall gets it to Amos. Amos has an Arizona first down. And this veteran group for Arizona, well, Kevin Guy said at the half he thought they were pressing. They're not pressing anymore. They are back to playing Rattler football, and Philadelphia, frankly, has opened the door.
Just stayed together. Just continued doing what they do. They've won so many games over the course of the last 4 or 5 years, and big games.
Davila. It's Purified. Purified. The stiff arm needs a block. And Mo Purified thrown into the front row, but it's going to be first and goal Rattlers. Former Cornhusker showed you why he's so special.
Big physical receiver, breaking tackle, stiff arming. He tries to go hurdle over the top.
3 quarters complete in the desert. This one turning in to a classic. Can Arizona win their 4th title in the last 5 years, or can Philadelphia come up with a victory? Arizona looking to add to their collection of rings. Do not go anywhere. You're watching ArenaBowl 29 on ESPN. Roddabaugh finds McDaniel. He appears like he's going to get the touchdown, and KJ Morton comes in with that left fist, knocks it out. Buckner picks it up. Arizona football trailing by a touchdown. Let's check in with Tina.
McDaniel taking that really tough when he came back to the bench, had his head down, sat in the corner, was shaking his head. His teammates kept coming up to him, encouraging him. Dan Roddabaugh said, "Put it behind you, pick your head up, we'll get the next one." Darius Reynolds said to him, "We have an entire 4th quarter to play. Let's get this one going." Derby Richardson was encouraging him. McDaniel now standing up. Let's send it over to Randy Gatewood with the latest from the Arizona bench. Randy?
Guys, when KJ Morton stripped that football from Ryan McDaniel, there was not one single person on that Arizona bench that didn't get excited, that didn't run up to the field. It's a whole new sense of energy, a whole new sense of excitement over here. And these guys truly believe they're going to come back and win this football game. All right?
All right, Randy and Tina, thank you for those updates on what's going on downstairs. 4th quarter, ArenaBowl 29, 1-score game. Davila all day. Still trying to buy time. It looks to squeeze it in. Is it caught? Yes! Touchdown Rattlers. Mo Purified.
I don't care who you are in the secondary, it's tough to cover that long. Rather offensive line with the lockdown of that tough pass rush from Philadelphia. Just an extra point from tying this ball game.
And how about on the move? You know, they always say throwing to your strong side is easier. Not always the case. And Nick Davila had a tiny window right there to squeeze that ball in.
And put it in a great spot. The biggest deficit ever overcome in the ArenaBowl was 8 points. They've surpassed that. But watch this route. Nick slides around, buys time, gets outside the pocket, and throws a laser right at the front pylon. And a great catch. I mean, with a guy hanging all over you. Watch this spot. Great catch.
Mo Purify now 8 catches, 116 yards, and 2 touchdowns. And if you go all the way back to Arena Bowl 25, Philadelphia versus Arizona, Mo Purify in that game, 7 receiving touchdowns.
Dominant. When he's involved, it's almost unfair when both of those guys get going. He and Rod Windsor, but
the best 1-2 combo in the league, hands down. Not even close.
In terms of experience and everything else, absolutely.
My, how things have changed. You look at the score by quarter, Philadelphia 28-7. Since then, it's been trending towards Arizona, and the game deadlocked at 42.
They had chances in the second quarter, put points up. The last fumble going in. Huge turnaround. And right now, this will test the resolve. This next drive will test the resolve of the Philadelphia Soul.
We're going to learn a lot about Dan Rodabaugh and that whole offensive group. They wanted Arizona. They've got Arizona. It's like we're starting from scratch. 14:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Pertwee. The kick, and it's not Duvall, it's Larico Stevenson, and he will not get a chance at a return. Dan Rodabaugh getting set to go back to work. Quarterback comparison. And early on, Rodabaugh had the huge edge, but he's only completed now 50% of his passes, and it's Nick Davila, despite the interception, who has played better. And these two guys have won MVPs in the last 2 years. Dan Rodabaugh in 2015, Nick Davila in 2016.
Well, you got it. In Dan's defense, he's had 3 balls dropped, 3 touchdowns dropped, fumbles. He's played well.
He has.
He's not been the reason this team, if they lose, will lose.
Darius Reynolds is back. Paulina Moku makes the catch, but KJ Morton there to make the tackle. Dan Rodabaugh started the game 8 of 12 for 129 yards. Since then, 5 of 14 for 69 yards.
And like we said, a lot of that's not his fault.
Yep.
He's doing the right thing with the ball. Arizona has ratcheted up the pressure a little bit in the secondary, been closer. Ryan McDaniels has got to put his hard hat on right now and go to work.
Rodabaugh finds Reynolds, pops up in the air, almost picked off by Buckner. And remember, Reynolds was already shaken up. And he's a little slow to get up now.
KJ Morton, as feisty as he plays, could be one of the most physical corners I've seen. I mean, look at the hammer shot. And that could have been a turnover right there. Should have been. Buckner runs right through it.
And Reynolds is coming back out of the game. So we're going to have Tina check on that, because Darius Reynolds not in the game changes everything for this Philadelphia offense. And KJ Morton, the man responsible for sending Darius Reynolds back to the Philly bench. Rodabaugh, and they get the first down. Chris Duvall has been very steady in this Arena Bowl.
Well, and the thing with him is he's got that speed that you have to respect. You can't, if you're playing man-to-man, you can't just sit there at 10 yards and not move. You've got to move your feet, slide, give him some space. And you see right there with the easy completion for the first down.
We are told it's a right foot that's bothering Darius Reynolds. 1st and 10. Rodabaugh the throw. McDaniel makes the catch. And if you can only see Sid Bonner, we need a Sid Bonner cam, because Sid, you were pointing there was a wide open receiver downfield.
Blown coverage from Arizona, Chris Duvall.
Illegal defense, number 12, jack out of the box. Penalty declined. Result of play is a first down.
Chris Duvall goes right down the middle of the field in motion. And he splits these guys here and goes right down the middle. And Dan Rodabaugh misses him. But he gets a completion. You see right there, Keith Brown freezes for a second, doesn't get back in his half. Got the first down, got a completion.
And Reynolds is back in the game. I mean, he is just trying to find a way to get through this and help his team to victory. There he is in motion. It's the toss play to Richardson. And Richardson. 8 yards. You know, we've seen very little of the ground game, and both these teams run the ball effectively.
Absolutely, but that tells you how good the defenses from both these teams are up front. That you're not able to just pound it and run the ball when it's a big part of your offense, but you have to keep them honest. And right there, that's a great 7.5, 8-yard gain on first down.
And Richardson's been dealing with a hand injury, which is part of the reason he hasn't gotten as many touches. He was on the 2016 second team All-Arena, rushing for over 3 yards a carry, which in the Arena League is terrific.
Defensive lineman last year.
Second and short. Roundabout, the throw, caught, touchdown sold.
Great answer. Love the way Dan is responding right now.
11-yard strike from Roundabout to Kalina Moku.
I love the way Dan Roundabout is responding, and this is what you expect to see from the top two quarterbacks in the Arena Football League. Timing, it's out early and on spot. Great job.
He was as calm and as happy over the past couple of days as though this was just a regular season game. Just trying to enjoy the moment. Tommy Freebird, every extra point will be critical the rest of the way. Those goalposts half the width of the NFL game, and it's blocked. So now Arizona needs a touchdown and an extra point to take their first lead of the game.
Remember what I talked about early on, trying to field goal against this team? This team attacks field goals, extra points the same. And I believe it might be Tyree Glasper.
Look, Freebird, good snap, good hold. And Tyree Glasper gets his hand on it. The sole lead is 48-42. Tonight, after Hawaii Cal, it's Sports Center at night. They'll have all the highlights from college football's first game of the season, the NFL preseason, Major League Baseball, the second round at the Barclays, and everything else from the world of sports. Sports Center at night on ESPN, also streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. And the way this game is going, they're going to be talking about Arena Bowl 29 as well. The Philadelphia lead is just 6 points. Tyree Glasper gets the block on the extra point attempt, and Glasper, a couple of blocks during the regular season. Extra points are not automatic in arena football. Anthony Amos plays it high off the net, and no place to go. Chris Duvall, who's the kick return guy for Philly, hustles downfield, and now Nick Davila. Arizona have to be real careful. This is a tough spot on the field to start a drive.
It really is, and if you're Philadelphia up front, you've got to be disciplined and not.
Arizona.
Because of the penalty after the missed extra point on Philadelphia, the penalty now enforced. It puts the football at the 11-yard line, so my bad there. So 1st and 10 for Arizona from their own 11-yard line.
Still plenty of time in this game. Philly, you've got to play smart and tough like you've done to this point.
Davila, they set up the screen. It's Benson. And the big fella rumbles for the first down and gets to midfield.
It's a good play coming out. And early on, you saw Philadelphia react to this play the right way and were able to sniff it out. And you see Justin Lawrence is able to do so, but he's trailing. Nice soft arc throw, touch from Nick Davila. Nice pickup on first down as they move the chains.
Davila's numbers continue to get better through this game. 21 of 31, 265 yards and 4 touchdowns. Davila looking for the end zone to Windsor. Great defense. Dwayne Hollis gets his left paw up there and knocks it away.
See Nick on that play. He's got to drip that to the back corner, throw it right at the back of that end zone, at the Arizona end zone. Instead, again, he drills it. And if it's not on time and early enough, the defender has a chance to make a play. That, if you throw it over the top, Rod's able to run it out and let it drop into the bucket, as we talked about earlier.
Almost 14,000 here at Gila River Arena in Glendale, Arizona. They've been treated to a great game. Nick Duvall the throw. And there's a flag. Mo Purify the intended target. Tracy Belton can't believe it. He thinks it was an uncatchable ball.
Interference on the defense, number 6. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I don't disagree with a lot of calls. I do disagree with that one. That ball was well underthrown. You had a defensive lineman out of his stance on top of the screen there. Ooh, Bo Bell getting home, which you don't see very often.
I mean, Duvall stood right in there.
10 yards behind him, behind the receiver. It wasn't close.
Well, remember when Tina spoke with Ron Jaworski earlier when everything was going Philly's way? He knew there was a lot of time left. Things could change, and boy, have they changed. And Windsor, that's incomplete.
It's a really good job of staying home in your zone by Philadelphia. You see a double move. They try to fake the screen out, try to get some runaways. Philadelphia did a nice job. Dwayne Hollis, Tracy Benton doing a nice job staying back in their zones, not allowing the breakaway.
Coach and quarterback, they live about 100 yards away from each other. Kevin Guy and Nick Davila together have turned this Arizona team into a dynasty, looking for their 4th title in 5 years. This is already their 5th Arena Bowl appearance in the last 6 seasons. They have 5 Arena Bowl titles. With a win, they'd have 6 the most all time. Davila, that ball stripped, recovered by Philadelphia. Jake Metz makes the play. So the AFL Defensive Lineman of the Year gets the ball out, recovers it, and Philadelphia 6-point lead and the football.
That is a huge play from Jake Metz, who continues to work. You've got to have that clock in your head.
Jake Metz, who will be reporting to the Philadelphia Eagles to join them on Monday there, gets the ball out, gets it back for the Soul. Now what will the Soul do with a 6-point lead in Arena Bowl 29? We're coming right back to the desert. AFL on ESPN. Philadelphia leads Arizona 48-42. Today's attendance, 13,390. And when you take into consideration, this is not their normal home building, and the game started local time Friday at 4 p.m., pretty impressed with the fans here in Arizona making this happen. But right now, their team is in danger. Is Arizona down 6? Philadelphia has the football now. In arena football, 5:46 is a long time. But Arizona's going to need to get a stop at some point.
They will need to get a stop. And if you're Philly, you want to run as much clock as you can, be patient, and score at the end of that. No field goals, no turnovers on downs. You got to put points on the board if you want to get the ring.
Tom McCabe just making sure everything's correct with his team of officials. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Philadelphia led 21-0. They led 35-14. Slowly but surely, Arizona worked their way back into it. ArenaBowl going for O, looking for Reynolds. Can he hold on? No. He's made some spectacular one-handed catches, but he is playing injured, just trying to fight through the pain.
And look how he goes after this. Watch the effort. And that's contact right there by Jeremy Kellum. And no call, that's contact. He is struggling.
Do you keep him in the game or do you take him out?
Listen, man, if that guy is trying to get a ring. He's trying to get a championship. As long as there's no head injury and concussion issues, if he can get out, I mean, he just ran that motion extremely fast and went after the football. I'm going to let him go as long as there's nothing with the head.
Well, this is the 3rd time he's come out of the game, and this time, he really seems to just not be right. But we'll see. He's gone off the field and come right back another time. One time he was out for a couple of plays. This is his 3rd time leaving the field. Darius Reynolds trying to gut it out. 2nd and 10 for Philly. ArenaBowl Got a wide open receiver. And Duvall can't get to it.
Here's the other thing. If you're Duvall, you've got to know that ball off the wall is live. You can play that. Make the catch. Make the catch. Finish the play. He's wide open. You can't be tight on this throw. Look at that. 5 yards behind the defenders. You've got to make that throw. Drop it in there. This is where Arizona chokes you right here. They get you 3rd and long.
All right, Reynolds is back. 3rd and 10, Philadelphia. In this game, 2 for 5 on 3rd down. Can they capitalize on the turnover? They were unable to do it in the 2nd quarter when they could have almost put the game away. Rodaba throws, looking for SK. Does he hold on? Yes! Touchdown Soul. Kalina Moku, 30-yard touchdown grab.
Gonna go for 2. Who has been the guy every time they needed a big play, a big 3rd or 4th down play? Who's been the guy to step up and make plays?
Every time. And we didn't talk much about him leading into this game. He's been a difference maker.
Well, that's a good job of concentrating and finishing.
How about these numbers? 7 catches, 102 yards, 3 touchdowns.
From a guy that nobody even talked about.
Nope.
And we're as guilty as anybody.
Philadelphia going for 2. They'll do it from the right hash mark. SK will be the motion receiver. Quick throw to McDaniel, and he's in. 2-point conversion is good, and the Philadelphia lead is 56-42. Still 3 minutes to go in the game. And you see the look on Ron Jaworski's face. Here's another look at the touchdown on a 3rd down play. Rodaba, SK. And SK's fired up. Soul trying to steal Arena Bowl 29. Monday Night Football is back September 12th with the annual doubleheader to cap off Week 1 at 6:55 Eastern. Big Ben, Antonio Brown and the Steelers take on Josh Norman and the Redskins. Then at 10:15, it's our West Coast matchup. The 49ers host Todd Gurley and the LA Rams. Our coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown at 5 Eastern on ESPN. Also streaming live on Watch ESPN. All right, Sid Bonner. You've played in 5 Arena Bowls. You know all the strategy. You've been in every situation. A 14-point deficit with 3 minutes is plenty of time.
There's nothing. There's no reason to panic, and they won't. Kevin Guy talked about early in his career learning situational football. All those lessons you learn and things you did wrong, you're able to rectify in these kind of moments.
Amos on the return. Flag is down, and Amos is finally down at the 21-yard line. And 2 players in the corner there, Jeremy Richardson and KJ Morton. I'll tell you this, KJ Morton outweighs him by about 75 pounds.
If you're Philly, what are you doing? What are you doing right now? Get away from the situation. Understand that you're in control. Do not give up a negative play or a stupid penalty, for a lack of better word. Be smart and get away. What are you doing? This is for a title. This isn't for the title of I'm the toughest guy out there. Get away from the situation.
Time and situation, my friend. 1st and 10 for Arizona.
KJ giving him the business over there. But
I'll tell you, that's
a good job of restraint.
Yeah.
Great job of restraint right there by Jay Rich.
It's go time now for the Rattlers, now or never. Davila going to throw one high up in the air, and his receiver never knew where the football was. Ron Windsor, he was looking for it, couldn't find it.
But you see the speed we talk about with the secondary players. Hollis is able to stay in his back pedal, use his head whip, use a real nice head whip to stay on top of the play and really keep himself in great position.
You'd think they'd start to go with a little more urgency as we're now under 2 minutes. Davila hit on the throw. Boy, that could have been picked off. In fact, Purify saved what might have been an interception. There is a flag down on the play.
Going to call a hold.
Legal contact number 25, the defense. The 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
As we get a look, the motion man comes around and gets stoned. And I'm not sure if that's the play, but watch when the motion man comes around here. James Romaine lights him up. Watch him step inside, and right there, that's not illegal contact. Unless it's down the field and he's running shoulder to shoulder with him.
And purify on what should have been a simple wide receiver screen. This Arizona team is normally so sharp. At times, just haven't had that next level play we're used to seeing.
Right, well, and it's also been easy for them the first 2 games. And this is a team we're used to seeing execute. They're just not executing. Sometimes you can be too relaxed. And I don't want to call it complacency, but you can be too relaxed. They need to get keyed up and finish this game.
Duvall the throw, hit on the throw. And the catch is made, and we have come to the 1-minute warning.
Great finish.
So the Philadelphia Soul are 60 seconds away from their second ever Arena Bowl title. Can Arizona rally? We find out after the break. College football season sees some big-time games being played, and on Sunday, September 4th, we'll have the only game of the day as the 10th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the Texas Longhorns at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific on ABC. It can also be seen streaming live on the ESPN app and watch ESPN. Sid Bonner, coming into this matchup, Arizona, the dynasty, looking to just add to their legacy. Philadelphia looking for redemption. Having lost in their last 2 Arena Bowls, Philadelphia just 60 seconds away from grabbing their second title.
Before we get this next playoff, I'm going to give AP and the guys out in Shanghai from Arena Football League China watching the game.
Game clock to 1 minute and started on the snap. Thank you.
The China Arena Football League starts this fall with a lot of guys you're watching right now.
Yes, a lot of guys are going over to play, and they're excited, and I mean, they're watching right now.
Yeah.
It's 7 a.m. in the morning. What better way to wake up in the morning than with some football, arena football?
And Joe Hills was the top pick in the draft. The AFL Offensive Player of the Year with 58 receiving touchdowns. He'll be heading to China this fall.
As will Clint Dozell as a head coach.
Clint Dozell will coach, and Colin Taylor, who received an award here, the Al Lucas Hero Award. He will be playing for Clint Dozell. But this is unfinished business here. 57 seconds can be a long time in arena football. Arizona needs to get a score and an onside kick. Davila hit on the throw, picked off. Soul football. The Philadelphia Soul defense does it again. And Nick Davila throws his second interception of the game.
5 turnovers in the game for these guys. They haven't done that. These guys have been efficient. But again, pressure up front. Lawrence and Bo Bell, who's healthy. Watch the smack he lays on Nick. He's not able to push into the throw. Watch Bo Bell.
He got to Philadelphia.
And, you know, everybody sees the end of that play with the throw being underthrown, but he's not able to step in, and that protection broke down. Finally, Bo Bell.
And fair to say, Philadelphia has beaten Arizona in all 3 phases of the game.
Correct, without question. You know, just a great job of running the move inside the game with the nose and the fullback, or the MAC linebacker. Great job by Bo Bell to keep it nice and tight and explode through there. You take Damian Burrell out of this game.
Huge factor.
Huge factor.
The team that has the lead in the final minute cannot just take a knee. You have to get forward progress. It can be 1 inch. Otherwise, the clock would stop. Here they get forward progress. And a timeout is...
Nobody gave Philly a chance.
Except for that Soul Nation that loves their team, that
Absolutely.
locker room, an outstanding ownership group. Ron Jaworski, Craig and BJ Spencer, Dick Vermeil, now a part of the ownership group, Marcus Colston. I mean, they've got more owners than any other team in the league. It's just going to be that much more celebrating. Arizona looking for a miracle. Rodabaugh completes it. Philly gets the first down.
You know, typically you'd see team use the rushing attack, but you have to think with that hand
for Jeremy Richardson,
that's playing a factor. But using the quick passing game is working just as well. As you get a look at SK's family up there.
Now, you've been a part of one of the biggest upsets in ArenaBowl history when you, early in your career, you guys take out Orlando. Orlando had crushed you both times in the regular season. You guys find a way to win. I wonder where history will rank this amongst the upsets in ArenaBowl history.
Well, from the guys that know the game, we felt that if Dan Rodabaugh played a good game and didn't hurt the team when they had bad things happen, they could win this game.
Yep.
We felt like that.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a big a deficit because they did beat Arizona the first game. Even though Arizona had players hurt, you still play who's in your lineup. You play the teams. I don't know if it'll rank that high because I think Philly being 13-3 as well,
right,
the #1 seed in their side, deserved more credit than they've been given.
And this time they do run it with Richardson. And another timeout is called. 34 seconds to go in the game. Now, I was kidding around with Ron Jaworski at the awards banquet yesterday, and I said, no matter what, people in Seoul weren't that good. They always won the fifth quarter. And what I meant by that is they always have the most fun after the game. Well, they're going to have a lot of fun. Hey, look at the last 5 seasons. ArenaBowl runner-up, ArenaBowl runner-up, first round loss in the conference finals. And will this be the redemption they're looking for? Then they'll have a title from 2008 and a title from 2016.
Wow.
Pretty sweet.
So are they like the San Francisco Giants? Every 8th year they
I think they might like to do it a tiny bit more frequently. But really, for Dan Rodabaugh,
Soul Nation traveled well.
Let me tell you though, but amongst this entire team, there was no one who came into this game with more pressure on him than Dan Rodabaugh, and he delivered for the Soul.
He really did. Even when things were going bad, when Arizona climbed back in.
One more coming.
Oh, you gotta love Jaworski. I got a feeling it's gonna be a real nice ring too. He likes the one he's got on.
Don't lose control. These officials will drive you crazy.
I tell you, we need a Jaws camp too. Just one, just for Jaws. I tell you, but his team played a lot like him. Tons of passion.
Tough.
In
the secondary, that's where I got to give him credit.
The secondary won the game.
Absolutely, and we felt, or at least I know I felt, that they can match up speed-wise and technique-wise with the receivers.
And they took down 2 NFL receivers in Rod Windsor and Mo Purify and hold Arizona to 42 points. Arizona cannot stop the clock and let the celebration begin. The Philadelphia Soul are the 2016 ArenaBowl champions.
Wow. I mean, look at
that smile on Dan Rodabaugh's face.
And as we saw Steve Young do so many years ago, take the monkey off his back, because he has delivered, come through in a big way for the Philadelphia Soul. Jake Metz.
Oh man, he struggled at times, but him stripping Nick Duvall of the football.
Play of the game.
Play of the game.
Play of the game. Duvall coming in, making big plays when they need it. 2 best teams, 2 best defenses in the league, and Philadelphia's defense came up huge in this game.
And what it shows, I think, to a lot of people who are only tuning in because it's the ArenaBowl, that defense does matter in the AFL, and defense helps win championships just like in the outdoor game.
Well, it does. You might give up 65 points, but those 3 stops you get on defense wins games every time. You've got to have a solid defense to help you finish games out. I mean, big time job of coming in here, concentrating, focusing on the task at hand, and getting it done in every phase by the Philadelphia Soul.
Well, there is the Jim Foster Trophy. and they may have to get an extra seat for it on the flight back. Let's go down to Tina.
With the winning head coach, Clint Dalzell. Clint, you said coming into this game, you accepted that your team was the underdog. What did they have to do to beat this Arizona team here?
Well, like in arena football, you got to have some breaks, and we had ours tonight, and we took advantage of most of them, not some of them. So, man, hats off. They battled back, even with some mistakes going, against them. And that's Arizona for you. You're never just going to walk out here and just beat the crap out of them. They're a good football team.
Third time's a charm for the Soul against this Rattlers team. And Dan Rattlers, what did you see in him tonight?
Played his butt off. Played great. None of this was on him tonight. Even when we got stopped, he threw some great balls tonight, and we made some great plays as receivers too.
This game is all about offense, but the big plays came on the defensive side. Jake Metz, James Romaine, how did they prepare to get to this type of an offense and execute them so well?
I mean, they've been doing it all year. I mean, we're at the top of the league, no question about it. That's defense, and tonight we showed it. I mean, they do a lot of five-step. We finally got some pressure on the fumble with Jake. We called one or two coverages in there that he had him holding a little bit longer, and he made a play.
Clint, congratulations.
Thank you.
Ari.
Thank you, Tina. Congratulations to Clint Dalzell and Dan Rattlers celebrating. What a moment for the Philadelphia Soul. Ron Jaworski celebrating. We'll take a quick break, come back, and wrap things up. The Philadelphia Soul shocked the Arena Football world, winning Arena Bowl 29, 56-42. Sid Bonner, you've been a part of so many of these Arena Bowls. What'd you learn in Arena Bowl 29?
Don't believe the hype, or the lack of hype. Philly coming in here, not a lot of hype. We knew how good they were because they've been good all year. They came out and played their tails off the entire game in every facet, overcame some mistakes, which we've seen them not be able to do. They corrected all those things. These guys came out here and deserved it tonight.
Hey, buddy, you deserve to be in this chair. You're the AFL's Troy Aikman. Great job today. Stay tuned. College football prime time is coming up next with Hawaii taking on the California Golden Bears. On behalf of Sid Bonner, Tina Savasio, and Randy Gatewood, I'm Ari Wolf saying goodnight from Glendale, Arizona. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Soul Arena Bowl 29 champions. We now go to the college football studio. Chris Cotter and Jonathan Vilma. Have a great night, everybody.